bathed in the warm glow of the restaurant. I sit among friends, the symphony of laughter and clinking glasses, a bittersweet prelude. The scent of rich food fills the air, a momentary distraction as my heart pounds with impending doom. I pause, steeling myself to shatter the joyous atmosphere that surrounds us. The laughter fades as I brace myself, ready to drop the impending bombshell. The words escape my lips, a confession that hangs heavy in the air. I killed someone. Silence descends as my friends absorb the weight of my confession. The joyous atmosphere irrevocably shattered. The restaurant falls silent, forks clattering against plates in the sudden stillness. A wave of shock washes over my friends' faces. Amusement vanishes. Eyes dart around the table, shock and disbelief growing. I watch, heart pounding, as their reactions unfold. The silence stretches, each tick of the clock amplifying the tension. Anticipation hangs heavy in the air as I await their judgment. Mark's laughter is strained, sweat glistening on his brow as tension fills the air. "You're kidding, right?" Mark asks, his voice laced with disbelief. Sarah's eyes dart around the restaurant, a silent scream trapped within her. "We need to call someone," Sarah says, her voice trembling with urgency. David's face remains a blank canvas, his eyes fixed on a distant point, lost in thought. I stand firm, my gaze unwavering, the weight of this situation settling upon us all. In the quiet of my apartment, the phone buzzes, shattering the silence with 3 jarring texts. The screen glows, casting a dim light on my face as I absorb the messages. "Never contact me again." Mark's words cut deep, followed by Sarah's stern warning. "You need to confess before the police find you." A chilling offer echoes in David's words. "I'll cover for you. No questions." Under the cloak of night, a desperate message is sent. A plea for help echoing through the digital void. A clandestine rendezvous is set, a pact sealed in secrecy under the city's indifferent gaze. The city lights stretch into elongated shadows, mirroring the growing anxiety as the appointed hour looms. Anxiousness tightens its grip as the weight of anticipation bears down. In the dead of night, a dark sedan screeches to a halt, breaking the stillness of the edge of town. The engine dies, and the chirping of crickets fills the void. As David steps out, a shovel in hand. David's face is a mask of grim determination, shadowed by the pale moonlight. "Where is it?" David asks, his voice low and urgent. I point towards a dark, wooded area, leading him into the unknown. Deep in the wooded area, the crunch of footsteps echoes through the silent trees, marking the path of 2 figures. David's unwavering loyalty is a silent promise, his gaze forward, not questioning, but trusting. Gratitude swells, a comforting warmth that battles with the cold, hard guilt. Footsteps continue, each crunch a beat in the symphony of the secluded woods, a rhythm of trust and unspoken burdens. The woods embrace them, silent witnesses to the unspoken agreement between 2 souls. In the heart of the woods, loyalty stands unyielding, a beacon against the shadows of regret. In the darkened woods, I point towards the damp earth. David begins digging at the designated spot, the moonlight casting an eerie glow. It's buried here. Shadows dance around David as he digs deeper, driven by an unspoken urgency. Sunlight floods the room, illuminating the silent aftermath of a night filled with turmoil. Sitting on the bed, I am lost in thought, replaying the night's dizzying events. A wave of relief washes over me as I realize the silence means safety. I now know who would risk everything for me. The sun's warm rays offer a fragile promise of a new dawn, tinged with caution and the weight of secrets. The stark reality of the experiment's failure crashes down, filling the apartment with a palpable tension. A chilling realization dawns, casting a shadow over my face as the weight of my actions sinks in. The chilling question lingers in the air. If they'd protect me for a murder I didn't commit, what would they do for the ones I might? The apartment feels smaller, the walls closing in, as the implications of my next moves become terrifyingly clear. In the bustling coffee shop, I watch steam rise from my cup, the air thick with unspoken words. Sarah is sitting across from me, her eyes fixed on her hands, a portrait of quiet distress. Mark avoids my gaze, his eyes flitting nervously around the crowded room. The coffee shop buzzes around us, a stark contrast to the heavy silence that binds us. The weight of unspoken accusations hangs in the air, a tangible barrier between us. The air in the coffee shop thickens with unspoken accusations as Sarah's grip tightens around her cup, her knuckles bleached white. Beside her, Mark's face is a canvas of hurt and disbelief, his eyes reflecting the shattered trust between them. The rich aroma of coffee does little to mask the raw tension, her voice sharp with betrayal. Sarah confronts him. "How could you do that to us?" The coffee shop fills with the rich aroma of roasted beans, a stark contrast to the heavy atmosphere as unspoken words hang in the air. Each sentence spoken carves a deeper divide, the weight of shattered trust palpable. They turn, their backs a silent testament to the irreparable damage, each step echoing the death of what was. The bell above the door rings, each chime a mournful knell announcing the finality of their departure. The sound of the bell echoes in the sudden stillness, amplifying the hollowness of the space they leave behind. The weight of regret settles, a heavy cloak suffocating me in the silence of what remains. Alone on a weathered park bench, I sit, the warmth of the wood a stark contrast to the turmoil within. In the distance, David appears, his footsteps barely disturbing the calm. A familiar smile graces David's face, a mask of unwavering loyalty. He approaches, each step measured, each smile a question unanswered. I watch David approach, my mind racing with unspoken questions. Does David know the depth of my deceit? In the tranquil park, David sits beside me, his face etched with concern. "Everything okay?" David asks, his voice soft with worry. I nod, avoiding David's gaze, a storm of conflicting emotions brewing within. His unwavering loyalty feels both like a haven and a looming threat. Standing in the park, I gaze at the distant cityscape, the weight of unspoken truths pressing down. The air grows thick with the most perilous confessions, spun from my own making. The echoes of my experiment begin to ripple outward, unseen but relentless. The consequences of my actions loom, a storm gathering on the horizon. In the heart of the park, I brace myself for the storm ahead, the city lights dimming in anticipation.